We are Flatform, and we work together since 2006, something like that. And we define Flatform as a collective artist instead of a collective of artists, because a collective of artists remind us to a group of minds converging into a unit thinking. Instead, we think that Flatform is an entity, is an artist with his poetics, and so we prefer to be a collective artist. And Flatform works on nature.
We work together since 2006, more or less, and our work on nature comes from a consideration about what is nature. I mean, what's our idea about nature, and the only thing that we can say is that nature gazes us, and this makes possible that we can gaze it. The films are 6, and all the films together can reproduce in a way the red line of our work. I mean, that is very different from one film to the other. I mean, it's not something like a cacophonic repetition of something, but it's totally different from one film to the other. Even if the subject is always the same, so nature. But and so we can show through this film to the audience all the work that we do on time, the use of light, and the complexity of time. I mean, so what is the chronicle time and the time that we live? So they are totally different. And through this research on nature, we can think also about this. And all the films are also different for the construction of each film, because the first film were shot with a very small production and for ourselves, and at the end the last 2 films presented here instead are the result of 10 years, each film, of 10 years of seeking for the budget, for money to realize. So the last 2 films have been conceived in 2009, and we realized only in 2019 and 2020. And so it's also this is involved. I mean, for us, I mean, obviously the audience cannot understand, because the audience see, oh, okay, the film on that we shot on Tuvalu is 2019. Instead, for us, that film is 2009, because we conceived exactly. I mean, our plan in 2009 didn't change nothing with the realization of 2019. So in 10 years we haven't changed anything, because we confirmed our project. And we have the same with the History of a Trick, that is a film shot between 2016 and 2019, and to realize at the end with the editing and the compositing in 2020, but was something that we conceived in 2009 too. And so is Is also for us is also involved this difficulty in a way, you know, into realizing something at the same time that you conceive.
I nostri film sono delle, come dire, delle idee molto conchiuse, sono hanno all'interno uno sviluppo che noi possiamo definire destino, nel senso che manifestano dei luoghi e dei tempi soggetti a delle necessità. E il destino è questo, non può che svilupparsi in quel modo. E per questo motivo i nostri film, che magari sono stati ideati molto tempo prima di essere realizzati, vengono poi alla luce in un modo molto molto vicino, per non dire identico, all'idea iniziale.
Instead, when we work with the co-production, with the co-producers, international co-producers, is a little bit different, because the first point is in common, obviously, which is the idea, and then we have we have to go sometimes where to choose the location, and then the production development for the shooting, and then the post-production is done always by us for the conception, the pre-editing, yes. But sometimes we have had the final editing for production problems with outside. So, for example, that which is to come is just a promise. That is the film that we have shot in Funafuti, in a very far away island in the Pacific Ocean. We did in our studio all the pre-editing, and we have given to Van Brummelen, that is a very good editor in the Netherlands, and he did the final. But the pre-editing was just something a score. So we do a score, you have to realize that.
In Italy we said to do the bella copia, starting from bozza, come si dice? Starting
the sketch
from
or
the sketch,
the score.
Yes, and the editor then realize bella copia, the final copy, final version.
So at the end, the two blocks are this, So something that we can manage totally from the beginning to the end for ourselves, and the second block is when we have to have not compromise, because it's not a compromise, but it's something like a relationship also with technical figures that we are not the usual that we work with. For example, the director of photography, the DOP. Or the sound engineer, because this is something coming from the different productions and the different contracts between them, because they divide. One is technical in a way, the other is technical in another way, and so on. So it's something that is outside our possibility of managing.
Ci siamo incontrati nel corso di una mostra collettiva tenutasi a Milano, e l'interesse reciproco per le opere, che ovviamente le opere personali che sia io che Roberto esponevamo, fu subito abbastanza evidente. Le nostre opere personali in quell'occasione non erano simili, però in qualche modo e si relazionavano. Questo un punto di partenza, fu e continua ad essere un punto di partenza molto interessante, per poi collaborare. Perché non c'è bisogno di pensare le stesse cose. C'è forse bisogno, almeno nel caso di Flatform, di giungere alle stesse soluzioni. E quando dico soluzioni non intendo solo delle soluzioni tecniche, ma intendo soluzioni teoriche, teoretiche, poetiche e così via.